They sent me an email back saying that my dribbling wasn't good enough, my 1v1s weren't good enough, and something else, I can't remember. Yo, what is going on, Team Twitty? I hope you're all super well. Today it's Sunday, it's a rest day for me, but I wanted to get out and do something. Behind my knee, the injury I've had for the last couple of days is feeling much better, which is great because I've got a big week of training ahead. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday is all Crawley Town under 23s training, and then Tuesday and Thursday I'm heading up to Biggleswade to train with their first team. I've said this to you guys before, I'm just looking for game time. I know it's 9th division in England, but the fact is I'm not playing at all right now, so I need to get something, and that's what there is right now. So hopefully I can move up the league soon. I just need to get those minutes in. Apart from that, I was thinking about going and doing a leg session, but I don't want to push my hamstring if I injure it anymore. And then let's say we train with the first team this week with Crawley, then that would be a disaster. So I just want to take it easy, slowly ease back into it, and then maybe Thursday morning I do a leg session. I don't know yet. We'll sort it out. Anyway, I've decided to come outside, do a bit of a juggling session. Now, I got some sad news. This may be my new wall. At least for today, because there's no cars parked here. That was the old wall, it's gone now. Well, at least for today, so let's get into it. Well, look who's calling. Look who that is. We got Alon on the camera. Can you see me alright?
Yeah, pretty much.
Say hi to the vlog's there.
Oh guys, I missed you.
Is that all?
You mate?
Is that all you're gonna say?
What do you expect I would say?
I don't know.
I see you with your boss shirt. You learn.
Yeah, I think I've switched. I used to be a Madrid star, but ever since I left you, I kind of just changed, didn't I?
Exactly.
For those of you guys who don't know who Alon is, basically we just met in Sabadell when I was over there in Spain, and I lived with Alon for, how long was it, like a month and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alon plays for Juvenile R, or yeah, R.
Yeah.
Which is the under-19s of the Sabadell team. And yeah, we're great mates. If you guys haven't seen those vlogs, make sure you check them out. There's some pretty funny ones in there. But yeah, we haven't seen each other in a while.
Same. Long time.
Yeah.
England.
Yeah.
England.
It's good, man. It's good.
I saw you professional 23.
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry. Just
don't worry.
don't worry about it, man. Anyway, I'm going to chat with Alon and we'll catch him when he says goodbye. Anyway, guys, we just had a nice chat talking about all our football stuff and everything else. Some other stuff there. Hey. So, guys, if you haven't checked out the videos with Alon, you've got to do it. They're so funny.
They're good ones.
Yeah, it just takes me back to when I was in Spain, and it was good times. But anyway, we're going to say goodbye to Alon. Alon, anything you want to say to Team Tweedy?
I love you, I miss you, and good luck to everybody I know.
Is that all?
And I miss Sheldon, but he's a best friend. You need to know that.
True. Very true. Anyway, see you later, man.
See you later.
Bye. Right now, I'm just cooking up dinner. It's my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn.
We got meatballs with mashed potato and some onion. We got carrots in there, some broccoli, got the whole lot. And what we're going to do after dinner is take you guys through a backstory of my life, the times I've been rejected by football clubs and what I did in order to bounce back. And with Dad here, I'm sure he's going to have a ton of knowledge. So we're going to take you through that and hopefully help you guys as well, because it's such a common thing. So many players are dropped by clubs and they're lost and not sure what to do. So let's get into that. Alright, so we're going for an interview sort of style video now. We got Dad over there on his camera. You're looking at me on this camera. And we're basically going to take you through all the times that I've been rejected in football. It's been quite a few, hasn't it?
Well, we can't take you through all the times you've been rejected because there were too many of them. There were so many that I can't even remember them all.
Yeah.
But we can talk about a few.
Yep. When was my first rejection? I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it was Manly under 12s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the thought I had. So when I was in the under 11s going into under 12s...
Well, but a bit of context first. You started playing under 6s,
yep.
7s, 8s. You just joined a team of random people.
Yeah.
Then when it came to 9s and 10s, they did do a selection process within Mossman Club, and you got into the first division of both of those easily.
Yeah.
But the real test came in the under 11s, when in Australia they call it rep football, where you're playing for a big club and you're playing other teams all across Sydney. That's true representative football. It's a bit different now.
Yeah.
And you got into the under 11s easily.
Yeah, was I the first player picked in that team?
Well, I was told that at the time. You were the first player picked.
What we do know is I got the fastest dribbling time.
The fastest dribbling around the cones time, yes.
Wow. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, and then at the end of that season, you got dropped. Do you remember that day you got dropped?
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Walk me through what happened.
So during the trial process, I actually spoke to some kid who was standing next to me. I might have told you this story, and I was having a poor trial, I thought. And I said to the guy next to me, I said, I don't think I'm going to get picked. Do you know that?
I think you might have mentioned that.
Yeah, anyway, so after the thing that all the numbers are going through, they're saying out the numbers, and I'm sitting there and it's getting closer and closer to the end, and my number doesn't get called out. And I forget my initial thought. What I do remember is going back to the car, and we sat there for like what felt hours, and I just cried. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible, all right.
That was the first rejection. After that, it seemed to be time and time again, didn't it?
Yeah, you all went to a lot of trials, and trial after trial after trial, trying to get back into reps.
What was I doing wrong?
Look, I think that if you look at your strengths now, they were the same then. They were vision on the field, and the ability to create opportunities. And so many of the trials we went to, they'd play 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 in really small areas.
I just get pushed off the ball.
While you're good at that, you would get pushed off the ball, and you didn't have any opportunities usually to demonstrate your football knowledge. The most important thing that happened after you were dropped from Manly was that we sat down with you that night, and I said to you, you've been dropped, do you want to keep trying to be a footballer, or do you want to just go back to club football? And you were determined to keep going. And in some ways, it seemed like the biggest tragedy of your life and my life at the time. But it was character building, because you then demonstrated that you weren't playing football for me, you weren't playing football because it was some good idea. It became really hard. And then you demonstrated your commitment and passion, and you trained and trained. You went to academies, you trained and trained and trained, and you kept fronting up to these trials where they didn't want you time after time after time. And I must say, as your father, I was astonished at how determined you were. So rejection is an opportunity to demonstrate resilience. Yeah. Rejection is an opportunity to demonstrate commitment. And I wonder whether you would have turned out to be so passionate and so committed now if that hadn't happened. Because people have said to me, a lot of those Manly kids that were retained, they had it easy all the way through, and they drifted away. They didn't develop that toughness.
And we look at that Manly team now, the under-11s that I was a part of, only one of them is still pursuing the dream or the goal to become a professional footballer.
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm not totally sure. I remember every single one of them. I'm not totally sure what they're all doing, but I'm pretty sure most of them aren't playing football at all.
Yeah.
There's only 2 or 3, maybe 4 that are playing regular football, and you're right, only one of them's trying to become a professional footballer.
It's crazy.
You know, that's football. You can't control things, you can only control yourself. That's what rejection's about. Okay, so that's my view on what happened then. I can remember all those trials really clearly. Do you remember them, and how did you feel about that kind of rejection?
Man, I don't remember under-11s. All I remember from that trial getting dropped was just sitting in the car and crying.
Yeah.
And past that, I remember getting dropped from a couple of teams here and there, but I don't remember anything specific up until the last rejection I remember was from the Central Coast Mariners Youth League team, which, how old was I then, 18? 19?
18, 19, it wasn't that long ago, a couple of years ago.
And I remember they sent me an email back saying that my dribbling wasn't good enough, I think my 1v1s weren't good enough, and something else, I can't remember. But that was the time when I was doing Sydney FC trials, Western Sydney Wanderers trials, and Central Coast in the span of a day.
Yeah.
And that was tough. And then on top of that, Sydney FC dropped me from being too small, and that was difficult, but then I still had the opportunity at Wanderers, so it didn't turn out to be the end of the world. And then even more recently, the team in Spain dropping me or rejecting me from their team.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is, of course, I'm upset. I want to play in Spain with the magical football, everything that's there, but it's about finding the benefits in the situation. You know how much work I've done on this, and if you can find the benefits in those situations, then you won't dwell on the situation and you can just move forward.
So what do you think the benefits are of being rejected when you go to a trial?
Well, I think if you got to look at it, it's different for everyone. So for example, for me in Spain, being rejected in Spain, it means I don't have to learn Spanish, I don't have to go to university, I don't have to do anything like that. And that's 3 simple benefits, and that's probably enough for me to go, okay, it doesn't matter. But for when I was younger, in the under-11s, I look back on that now and I'd say I wouldn't change that, because I wouldn't be the person that I am now.
Sure.
But at that moment, it's so difficult to find the benefits, and it might be because you have to pay a lot of money, or because you might have not got game time. It's things that you have to feel out that are benefits to you.
Yeah, I suppose I look at it in a broader picture where the benefit of rejection is basically that it makes you stronger. I mean, it comes back to that thing of whatever doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Yeah,
that's not always true. I don't always agree with that. But in this case, it's a measure of who you are and whether you're going to be a footballer as to how you deal with that. The most important thing is blame. If you blame them and don't take it on yourself, then it's not going to be helpful.
If you make it through your whole football career, making the teams and easily just walking into them, when you get rejected, that's a lot tougher to take. So facing rejection so much, like you say, makes you stronger as a footballer. You improve your character, and I think you just overall become a better player, but a better person in life.
Absolutely.
So bang, we just smashed that out. Good work, man. Respect. Okay.
Should we practice that?
Yeah, right. Oh, you missed.
Oh, come on.
So anyway guys, that is going to conclude today's video. I hope that gave you some insight and helped you in your football journey as well, because rejection is such a massive thing, isn't it?
It's part of life. It happens.
Yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button. If you're new around here, join the journey. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.